ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So next, we are discussing about electromagnetic induction. Electromagnetic induction. So here we already discussed about what is the Faraday's laws of electromagnetism, that is E is equals to minus d phi by dt. What is that negative sign? So we discussed already E is equals to minus d phi by dt. So what is E? Amount of EMF induced. What is E in the sense? Amount of EMF induced. So that is equals to minus d phi by dt. Negative rate of change of flux, that is called induced EMF. What is this negative sign? Now we can discuss about that negative sign, that must be explained with the help of one law, that is Lenz law. L-E-N-Z first of S, Lenz law. So what is the, mainly this is based on law of conservation of energy. This law is based on law of conservation of energy. So how can you define this one? So the definition is the induced EMF, developed such that it produces current so that means according to Faraday's second law, EMF induced in the coil is equals to minus d phi by dt. So that is the induced EMF developed, what certain amount of EMF is developed such that it produces current, and it opposes the cause. It opposes the original magnetic field, or that current opposes the original magnetic field, or that it opposes the cause. So due to what this current developed? So if you know this and if you read this sentence, that is blunder. You don't understand anything here. The induced EMF developed such that it produces current. Okay, EMF developed. So certain amount of EMF is developed due to the variation of the flux. So that is E is equals to minus d phi by dt. We know everything. E is equals to minus d phi by dt. What is E? Induced EMF. Why this induced EMF is developed? Due to the variation of the flux. Due to the variation of the magnetic flux, EMF is developed. The EMF is developed such that this EMF in the sense, what we can read it as IR. IR is equals to minus d phi by dt. So that EMF produces certain amount of current, but this current opposes the original magnetic field. This current opposes the original magnetic field. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? So that is the Lenz law, and this must be explained on the basis of law of conservation of energy. What is the meaning of this definition? So that we can discuss now. EMF produces the current, but that current opposes the original magnetic field. So that is the concept. So that means the word here opposes, this is important, the word opposition. So without opposition there is no need of law of conservation of energy. That law of conservation of energy concept does not valid. So that's why here the word opposes. What is the meaning of this? Let us discuss about this. So forget about this definition. So to write the definition in the exam to get 2 marks, this definition is useful. Otherwise, let us understand the concept here first of all. So the concept is, for example, see here, so this is the closed coil, this is the closed coil. Let us say this is the magnet, so north pole and south pole, north pole and south pole. If the north pole of the magnet is moving towards the coil, if the north pole of the magnet is moving towards the coil, so definitely if the magnet is moving towards the coil, in the sense magnet is moving towards the coil, that means what? Definitely certain amount of flux must be varies. So magnetic field varies. Magnetic flux formula phi is equals to BAN cos theta. If n is the number of turns, let us say BAN cos theta. How the flux changes here? How the magnetic flux changes? Due to the variation of the magnetic field, or due to the variation of the area, or due to the variation of the orientation of the coil. See here, the magnet is moving towards the coil. The magnet is moving towards the coil. That means the flux generated due to the variation of the magnetic field. So here the B must be changes. Generally magnetic field formula, B is equals to mu naught by 4 pi, generally m by d cube in terms of this. If the B inversely proportional to d cube, that means if the distance decreasing, because the magnet is moving towards the coil, the magnet is moving towards the coil, distance decreases, that's why the magnetic field increases. So due to the variation of the magnetic field, here the flux changes. Due to the change in the flux, certain amount of EMF is developed, that is E is equals to minus d phi by dt, that is Faraday's second law, no doubt about that. Due to the variation of the magnetic field, flux must be developed. So E is equals to minus d phi by dt. E is equals to IR. IR is equals to minus d phi by dt. E is equals to IR. IR is equals to minus d phi by dt. What is I? Induced current. E is the induced EMF and I is the induced current. So I is equals to minus d phi by dt into 1 by R. We know already this one. We know already this formula. That is the induced current. According to the definition of the current, definition of the Lenz law, the induced current opposes the original magnetic field. The induced current opposes the original magnetic field. That means if the current passes through the conductor, definitely certain amount of magnetic field is developed in moving charges and magnetism. So by using right hand thumb rule, or if the curling of the fingers indicates the current, thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field. If the thumb indicates the direction of the current, curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So we already discussed about this moving charges and magnetism, how the magnetic field is developed due to the current flow. So here definitely certain amount of current must be induced. Definitely certain amount of current must be induced. But according to that law, according to that Lenz law, the current must opposes the original magnetic field. So the induced current, here the concept is, main concept is the induced current opposes the original magnetic field. Induced current opposes the original magnetic field. So this is the concept. So that means original opposes, that means this magnetic field in this direction and the magnetic field produced by the induced current must be opposite of this one. Magnetic field produced by the induced current must be opposite to the direction of the original. So this original magnetic field is south to north. So this is the direction of the magnetic field, B original magnetic field. That is the original magnetic field. But due to the induced current, certain amount of again magnetic field is developed in this. Due to the induced current here, due to the induced current in the coil, again certain amount of magnetic field is developed. So if the current is in this direction, then this is the direction of the magnetic field. So this is B induced. So that means the magnetic field developed by the induced current. Magnetic field developed by the induced current must opposes the original magnetic field. So that is Lenz's law. So that means here the current must be in this direction. This is the direction of the current now. So what is the direction? It is anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise direction. So that means this is the exact concept of the definition. So what is the definition of Lenz's law? The EMF produced due to the variation of the flux such that EMF produces the current. EMF produces the current, and this current opposes the original magnetic field. Current opposes the original magnetic field. That's meant. So this is the law of conservation of. This is based on law of conservation of energy. So here this is the magnet, south pole and north pole. So north pole of the magnet moving towards the coil. North pole of the magnet is moving towards the coil. So what is the direction of the magnetic field? So this is the direction of the original magnetic field. So this is the direction of the original magnetic field. So due to the variation of the magnetic field, certain amount of flux must be generated. So that rate of change of flux gives EMF. E is equals to IR. I is equals to minus d phi by dt into 1 by R. So that is the induced current. So here the concept is induced current opposes the original magnetic field. Induced current opposes the original magnetic field. See here, this is the direction. If the current is in this direction, and according to right hand thumb rule in moving charges and magnetism, so the curling of the finger indicates the direction of the current, curling of the fingers indicates the direction of the current, and this thumb indicates the direction of the magnetic field. So this is the induced magnetic field here. So original and induced magnet both must be in opposite direction. So that means this is the concept of Lenz's law. So for example, so always there must be a opposition. That is the concept you must remember. Always there must be a opposition. So for example, next it is a coil. South pole, north pole. If the south pole of the magnet is moving towards the coil, what is the direction of the magnetic field? So the direction of the magnetic field is from south to north. This is the original magnetic field, actually, original magnetic field. So this is the direction of original magnetic field. If the induced magnetic field also in this direction, that must helps the original to oppose this. So this is the direction of the current induced. If the current is induced like this, current direction, this is the direction of the induced magnetic field. So that means original and induced both must be in opposite direction. So the induced current produces the magnetic field. Induced current produces the magnetic field. That magnetic field must be opposite to the direction of the original magnetic field. Must be opposite to the direction of the original magnetic field. So that is the situation. So very, very important. This is the major concept in this. If you understand this concept, then only further topics are very easy. This is the concept of Lenz's law. So based on this, so what we can do this here. So for example, so this is the coil. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. North pole and south pole. See here, if north pole of the magnet pointing towards the coil, pointing towards the face of the coil. North pole of the magnet is pointing towards the face of the coil. So this is according to this one, the direction of the magnetic field on the axial line. So this is the axial line of the coil. So the direction of the magnetic field is always from south to north on the axial line. So that's why to oppose this one, this is the direction of the, this is original and this is induced. So to induce the magnetic field in this direction, what is the direction of the current? Face of the coil, the direction of the current, the direction of the current produced is, direction of the current produced is anti-clockwise. Direction of the current produced is anti-clockwise. This is important. This magnet is moving towards this one, and to oppose the original, this is the original magnetic field. This is the original magnetic field. To oppose the original magnetic field, to oppose the original magnetic field, there must be a induced magnetic field opposite to the direction of induced. Opposite to the direction of the original. Opposite to the direction of. To produce the magnetic field in this direction, what is the direction of the current? Anti-clockwise direction. The current must be in anti-clockwise direction. Next condition in this. So if north pole of the magnets moving away from the face of the coil, so current produced is anti-clockwise, and here the face of the coil appears as north pole. This is also important. The face of the coil appears as, here the face of the coil appears as north pole. So that's why north repulsion. The face of the coil appears as north pole. So this is the direction of the anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise direction. So like this. So if the coil will be like this, this is the direction of the magnetic field. So original magnetic field. So that must be, if the north pole of the magnet is pointing towards the face of the coil, north pole of the magnet is pointing towards the face of the coil, then the face of the coil appears as north pole. The face of the coil appears as north pole. Now if the north pole of the coil, north pole of the magnet moving away from the second situation, let us say this is the coil. So this is north and south. If the magnet is moving like this, if the north pole of the magnet is moving away from the face of the coil, so it is moving away, but this is the direction of the magnetic field. So B original. So the magnet is moving away from the face of the coil, the magnetic field decreases. Definitely, if the magnet is moving towards the coil, magnetic field increases. If the magnet is moving away from the coil, if the magnet is moving away from the coil, definitely the magnetic field decreases. Magnetic field decreases. To oppose the decrease, in the magnetic field, so here the face of the coil appears as south pole, attraction. For example, if the magnet is moving towards the coil, there must be opposition. So that's why the face of the coil appears as north pole. If the magnet is moving away from that is the north pole moving away from the face of the coil, there must be attraction. There must be attraction. That means the face of the coil acts as south pole. The face of the coil acts as, that means north pole of the magnet moving away from the face of the coil, the currents, the induced current, or the direction of induced current is direction of induced current is clockwise, and the face of the coil appears as south pole. Face of the coil appears as south pole. So this is the situation. So that means whether the magnet is moving towards the coil or away from the coil, which pole is moving towards or which pole is moving away. So for example, if the north pole is moving towards, there must be opposition. So to oppose that, the face of the coil appears as north pole. Face of the coil appears as north pole. If the north pole is moving away, so that means the magnetic field decreases. To avoid the decrease in the magnetic field, then the face of the coil appears as south pole. That means south north attraction, like that. First, if the two, this is the coil, let us say this is the coil and this is the magnet. If the north pole is moving towards, the magnetic field increases. To avoid that increase, there must be a repulsion. To repel that, the face of the coil appears as north pole. But if the north pole is moving away from the coil, the magnetic field decreases. That means the flux is decreasing. To avoid the decrease in the flux, there must be opposition. That's why the face of the coil appears as south pole. That's why there is attraction. In any situation, there must be a word opposition. Whatever it may be the situation, there must be the word opposition. That is important. So next, third situation. If south pole of the magnet moving towards the coil, south pole of the magnet is moving towards the coil. So for example, in this situation, so let us say, so this is south pole and north pole, and this is the direction of the original magnetic field. So south pole is moving towards the magnetic field, south pole is moving towards the coil. So that means there must be opposition. If the south pole is moving towards the face of the coil, there must be opposition. To oppose this south pole, what is the pole must be created here? Definitely there must be a south pole. South pole means there must be this is clockwise current. So the direction of the induced magnetic field is this much. So these two must be in opposite direction. In any situation, remember that in any situation, the original and magnetic field produced by the induced current must be in opposite direction. So that is the basic thing you must remember here. In any situation, the magnetic field, the original magnetic field and magnetic field produced by the induced current must be in opposite direction. So towards the coil, then the direction of induced current is clockwise, and the face of the coil appears as south pole. Because south pole is heading towards the coil, south must be repulsion. So that's why the face of the coil appears as south pole. So next, the same situation, if the south pole of the magnet is moving away from the coil, south pole of the magnet is moving away from the coil. So that means this is the direction of the south pole. South pole is moving away from the coil. So that means to attract this one, So that means the magnetic field is decreases. The magnetic field is decreases. To decrease, to oppose the original magnetic field, to oppose the original, that means to oppose the decrease in the original magnetic field. To oppose the decrease in the original magnetic field, the face of the coil appears as north-south attraction. So the direction of the induced current is anti-clockwise. The direction of induced current is anti-clockwise, and the face of the coil appears as north pole. The face of the coil appears as north pole. These are the 4 points we have to remember this in this situation. So how the face of the coil behaves when the magnet poles are moving towards the coil or away from the coil. If the south pole is moving towards the coil, the face of the coil appears as south pole because of repulsion. So the thing is opposition. Always induced current causes opposition. Induced current in the coil always causes opposition. That is very, very important thing here. Induced current in the coil always causes opposition. So south pole is moving towards, it opposes the south pole. That's why the face of the coil appears as south pole. If the south pole is moving away from the coil, so to attract that south pole, the face of the coil acts as north pole, like that in any situation. So the main thing is opposition. Induced current, anything, how many times I said that is the only word opposition here. Lentz's law depends on only the word opposition. So induced current causes the opposition to the original magnetic field. Induced current causes opposition to the original magnetic field. So that means here moving towards or away. So the simple way to understand is, it is not come very closer, it doesn't move very far away from each other. While moving towards each other, there is opposition. While moving away, attraction. Moving toward opposition. So that means it causes repulsive force. If it is moving away from the coil, it causes attractive force. Daggariki raadu, duranga velladu. That is the meaning of this. This is the concept based on Lenz law. So next, in this situation, whether the coil is closed or open. So, but next example of this case is, this is the closed coil. This is the closed coil, and the magnet is falling through the coil. Let us say it is the north pole and it is south pole. So the vertical ring is placed like this. A vertical ring is placed. A plane of the ring is like this. And if the magnet is dropped, so that it passes through the plane of the ring. The magnet is passed through the plane of the ring. So now, for example, a circular ring placed like this, and a magnet falls freely under the gravity. A magnet falls freely under the gravity. Let us say it is the north pole and it is the south pole. Falls under freely falling. So while the north pole is moving towards the face of the coil, north pole is pointing towards the face of the coil. The face of the coil appears as, how the face of the, what is the face of the coil appears as, that's we have to calculate now. North pole moving towards the face of the coil. So that definitely there must be the opposition. There must be the opposition. What is the opposing force? So this is the direction of the magnetic field, original magnetic field, B original. Definitely due to this magnetic field, variation of the magnetic field, due to the variation of the magnetic field, definitely certain amount of flux must be changes. Due to the variation of the flux, EMF is induced. EMF is induced. Due to the EMF, current must be generated. Due to that current, what happens? Due to that current, again magnetic field must be developed. So the developed magnetic field, induced magnetic field must be opposite to the direction of the original magnetic field. So that means while the magnet here, the condition is here, while the magnetic north pole, while the magnetic north pole is approaching towards the face of the coil, towards the face of the coil, so it experiences opposition. It experiences opposition. So the acceleration, of the magnet, is less than g. So in this situation, acceleration is less than g, while the magnetic north pole approaching towards the face of the coil, so definitely there must be opposition. This is the freely falling, it's a freely falling. So now in this situation, the acceleration of the magnet is less than g. Now after passing through the coil, then it is S and it is south. The magnet crosses the coil. After crossing the coil, here what is the condition? South pole of the magnet leaving the coil. So while after crossing if the magnet crosses this coil, what is the situation here? South pole of the magnet crosses the coil. South pole of the magnet crosses the coil. So due to this is the direction of the magnetic field, original magnetic field. But there is a opposition. That means here the magnetic field decreases. Here the magnet is moving away from the coil. Definitely the magnetic field decreases. To oppose this decrease in magnetic field, the face of the coil appears as north pole. So again it experiences opposition. So again acceleration is less than g, So again A is less than. In both the situations, acceleration of the magnet must be less than g. Acceleration of the magnet is less than g. So this is the situation. While the magnet is moving towards the closed coil, it is under gravity. Here remember, that's very important. The magnet is moving under gravity. So here the magnet is moving under gravity. In this situation, first the magnet moves towards the face of the coil. So north pole is pointing towards the face of the coil. So that's why the face of the coil appears as north pole repulsion. Due to that repulsive force, definitely the acceleration of the magnet must be less than g. While the magnet crosses the coil, after crossing the coil, then the south pole of the magnet leaves the coil. South pole of the magnet leaves the coil. To oppose this, south pole of the magnet leaves the coil. So that means this is the direction of the magnet. Here the magnetic field goes on decreases. To oppose the decrease in magnetic field, there must be some amount of attraction will be there. So that's why the face of the coil appears as north pole, then north-south attraction. The original magnetic, that means induced magnetic field is in this direction, induced magnetic field. So that's why this is original and this is induced. In this situation also, acceleration must be less than g. So net force is equals to mg minus f. Ma is equals to mg minus f. Acceleration of the magnet is, in both the situations, acceleration is equals to g minus f by m. So mainly this concept is based on Lenz's law. So that is the situation. While the magnet is moving towards the face of the coil, while it is leaving the face of the coil, both the situations. In both the situations, acceleration must be less than g, because there must be a opposition. Next. Next condition in this. So for example, if the face of the coil, if the coil is open, it's not closed. If the coil is open, in this situation, if the magnet falls under gravity here, so north pole, south pole. In the previous situation, the coil is completely closed, but here the coil is open coil. So in this situation, EMF is induced, but current does not induced. EMF is induced, but current does not induced. So that's why acceleration of the magnet is equals to g, because there is no opposition. So that's why acceleration is equals to minus g. Acceleration equals to g. Always equal while it is moving towards the face of the coil or moving away from the face of the coil. Moving towards the coil or away from the coil, acceleration must be equal to g. So in this situation, whether it is the open or closed coil, EMF must be induced, but current must be induced in case of closed coil only. And one more thing. Here one more thing is, for example, if this long cylindrical column, now if the magnet is dropped like this in this north pole and south pole, this is the long cylindrical column and the magnet is dropped inside the long cylindrical column. So while the magnet is moving downwards, so like this, definitely it is the closed, definitely current must be induced. EMF is induced, in the same way current also induced. Due to the induced current, acceleration of the magnet must be less than g. Acceleration of the magnet must be less than g in this situation, because while the magnet is moving downwards, definitely magnetic field must be varies. Due to that flux generated, due to the variation of the flux, EMF is induced, current also induced, because it is the closed coil. So that's why due to the current, there must be the opposition. So due to that opposition, acceleration must be less than g, but speed of the magnet increases. Speed of the magnet increases while it moving downwards. While it moving downwards, because it acts as a freely falling body. In case of v equals to u plus at, so 0 plus gt. Of course, g acceleration is less than g. Of course, let us say at. So v is equals to at. That means if the time increases, acceleration. Sorry, if the time increases, velocity also increases. Time increases, velocity also increases. After traveling, after certain time. After certain time, the magnet moves with constant velocity. Magnet moves with constant velocity. So that is called terminal velocity. After certain time, the magnet moves with constant velocity. That constant velocity is called terminal velocity. Why this moves with constant velocity? Here acceleration goes on decreases. Acceleration must be less than g. Acceleration continuously decreases. After certain instant, the acceleration becomes 0. So from that point onwards, the magnet moves with constant velocity. So that is called terminal velocity. Just like if the object moves in a viscous liquid, so long the terminal velocity concept in mechanical properties of fluids, same concept. While the substance moves in the liquid, it experiences weight of the object is downwards, but the buoyancy force and viscous force acting upwards. After certain time, the weight of the object must be balanced by buoyancy force and viscous force. At that point onwards, that object moves with constant velocity, that is called terminal velocity. In the same way, here the magnet moves downwards. The magnet experiences the opposing force due to the induced current or opposing magnetic field. If the opposing magnetic field and original magnetic field may get equal, if the original magnetic field and opposing magnetic field may be equal, at that point onwards, the magnet moves with constant velocity, that is called terminal velocity. Up to that extent, the magnet moves downwards with that acceleration is less than g. Next, next condition. So for example, this is the coil. For example, these are the terminals, let us say A and B. So let us say this coil will be like that. This is coil will be like that, and the magnet is approaching the coil, See here. So the north pole of the magnet approaching the coil here. North, south, north pole of the magnet approaching the coil here. North pole of the magnet approaching the coil. So what happens here? Definitely an EMF is induced. No doubt about that, an EMF is induced. If the EMF is induced, definitely certain amount of current also induced. Current is also induced. So it is not the open coil, of course it is the closed coil, it is a closed circuit. like that. Current is also induced. So if the north pole of the magnet is pointing towards the coil, the face of the coil appears as here. Face of the coil appears as, what is that, north pole. So if the north pole means the direction of the current, the direction of the induced current must be anti-clockwise. So here the direction of induced current is anti-clockwise. We already discussed about this at the definition at the time of explanation of Lenz's law. So the direction of induced current is, that's why the face of the coil acts as north pole. The face of the coil acts as north pole, anti-clockwise direction. So that means current flows from here, current flows from B to A. Current flows from terminal B to terminal A, no doubt about that. Next, electrons must move. If it is the conductor, electrons must move opposite. Electrons must move from A to B. So because electrons must move opposite to the direction of flow of current, electrons must move opposite to the direction of flow of current. So that's why electrons must move from A to B. So now from this terminal A is positive and B is negative. Is this correct or wrong? Last sentence. Terminal A is positive and terminal B is negative. So, but actually current must flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. Na? In the battery, for example, this is the external circuit. Let us say, if the battery is connected in the external circuit, simple circuit, current always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal in the external circuit. But internal circuit, it always flows from negative to positive, that is called EMF. So inside the circuit, the current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal. So in the same way, here this acts as a energy source. This total component acts as the energy source. That means EMF of the battery. So all this happens internally. That's why B terminal is the negative terminal and A terminal becomes positive terminal. Actually current flows from B to A, but actually B becomes positive, A becomes negative. General thinking, because we know everybody know about that. Current flows from positive terminal to negative. That is in the external circuit only. But internal circuit, inside the battery, inside the cell, the current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal. Inside the cell, the current moves from negative terminal to positive terminal. So all this acts as a cell. This arrangement acts as energy source. So that's why terminal A is positive and terminal B is negative. Current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal inside the cell. So this is the EMF of the cell, and total this arrangement also acts as this battery. Now this acts as the cell. So that's why current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal. You are very important thing in this situation. Very careful about this. You have to be very careful about this. Northward, that means current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal. Why? Because this is nothing but the battery. This acts as the battery. Inside the battery, current flows from negative terminal to positive terminal. So that's very important it is. That means this acts as the energy source.
ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.